raided in Henderson, Nevada, is linked to the man who was admittedly inside the shooter's vehicle the night Tupac Shakur was shot multiple times in that drive-by shooting right near the Las Vegas Strip. TMZ telling us today Las Vegas Metro Police served a search warrant at the home of Paula Clemens late Monday night. Here's a look at the moment officers moved into this typically quiet neighborhood. Paula Clemens is the wife of a former well-known Crip known as Keefe D. Keefe D is the uncle of Shakur's rumored killer, Orlando Anderson. Anderson himself died in a shooting 2 years after Tupac was killed in 1996. TMZ's managing editor there, Fabian Garcia, tells me over the years, Keefe D has named his nephew as the shooter and has said he was in that white Cadillac with Anderson when he pulled the trigger. As for what police took from the home, ABC News is reporting items included magazine articles about Shakur's death, computers, hard drives, pictures from the 1990s, and copies of the book Compton Street Legend, which was written by Keefe D. So the big question now is, why now? TMZ reports Vegas police have been working on this behind the scenes for years, and clearly they gathered enough evidence to convince a judge to issue a search warrant in the first place. We'll see now if Keefe D is taken into custody. It's not clear if he was home at the time. It doesn't seem like he was, but TMZ did some digging, and they do know that it is his wife's home, and they are still married.
Yo, 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 it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and man, since I've been doing this YouTube thing for about 5 years, we done seen it all if you've been tapped in with me and showing support. But this is one of them ones with Keefe D, where we most definitely got to put it at the top of the list of one of the craziest things and self-incriminating. And you know how they say, trick yourself out your position? We'll call it talking yourself out your position. Because this right here is taking it to another level of snitching and telling, as the streets gonna call it. But then, after snitching and telling what you done snitched and told on, and then coming back and telling on yourself in the process. And I'm gonna have links in the description where you can watch those clips in full from Fox 11, get the full context of that out of Vegas. And I'm gonna get into a piece of the write-up out of NBC to kind of go back over everything and get to the details of what they pulled up to his house and did this raid for. Now, Keefe D, 1996, 27 years ago, his nephew shot and killed Tupac in the car, according to him. He was there, and he got hit with a federal indictment after that. Decided to cooperate, give up the information, tell that his nephew had done it. So, hey, that's gonna be documented. Hey, you gave information to save yourself. Some niggas in the streets gonna say, well, hey, man, he ain't go to jail. He cool, whatever. You saved your other people on that federal indictment, you straight. Some niggas gonna say, under no circumstances, nigga, you a snitch. But, hey, you gave up the information you told. Ain't no doubt about that. Well, Greg Caden, the guy that was on the case, you know, he gonna tell him whatever he want to hear, but he exposed it. He even said himself in interviews, he doesn't care about Keefe D. Yeah, I was gonna keep this confidential, but this story is more important than your life. I don't care about you. That's how the cops feel about y'all when y'all give up them information. They gonna tell you, hey, nigga, you ain't gonna have to go to jail for this. It's just da-da-da-da, you good, nigga, da-da-da, it's a profit deal, whatever they want to call it. Well, Keefe D decides to go out, do his own book, tell his own stories, do interviews, different platforms, and talk about it all. So you're talking about a murder that you was involved in, a car that you was in, and now he's the only one left who was inside that car. But you keep going to interviews, campaigning, talking about what happened, people asking you questions about the situation, even goes on the BET, everywhere. Just talking about it for any camera he can get in front of or the platforms that he chooses to work with. Well, now you get hit with another investigation simply because of you talking. Nobody else. 27 years later. That's what makes this tricky. One of the biggest artists ever in this rap culture, in the game, period. And you gonna go online and talk about that murder and think these people ain't watching, and you really gonna have immunity because you done gave up some other stuff. But the write-up says this: Dwayne Keefe Davis, 60, also known as Keefe D or Keefe D, was the target of the warrant in Clark County. under which Las Vegas police also searched desktops and other electronic storage devices, such as thumb drives, CDs, external hard drives, and audio recordings, the warrant said. Davis was one of 4 people who police say was in the suspect vehicle when Shakur was killed in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas. The suspect in the shooting, Orlando Anderson, Davis' nephew, later died in a gang-related killing in Los Angeles. Davis, who was investigated by both Los Angeles and Las Vegas police, initially denied involvement but later gave police details about the case under a limited non-prosecution agreement. Key word there, limited. More recently, he has openly discussed the presence at the scene in interviews, articles, and other media. Investigators were also looking for notes, writings, ledgers, and other handwritten or typed documents concerning television shows, documentaries, YouTube episodes, book manuscripts, and movies concerning the murder of Tupac Shakur, the warrant said. And man, this is wild. Like I say, you gotta call it what it is. Telling after telling or snitching after snitching. You already told before, but then you come back and tell on yourself. And what's even crazier, Dog was told about this in an interview early last year on Art of Dialogue. Reggie White Jr., if you know him, he's connected to the Tupac story with death row and everything. It said that he was going to get arrested for the Tupac murder possibly. Well, they are now investigating, raiding homes. Now, I don't know if Dog is going to jail, but we know, nigga, if you got a pass to be quiet and just chill, you ain't have to go to Fed to do no time or go to jail, whatever they was going to hit you with. I don't know what for sure. For the other stuff they arrested you on, you gave up this information. Why would the world come need to know? Why do you think it was for our best interest? You got caught up in the moment. And that's one thing we got to work better on. All this internet is tricking everybody out their position, bro. Because they telling on things that they could have avoided. You was free. You was good. Go sit back, live your life. You made a decision. He said when he was asked in that interview, he gonna face whatever. It is what it is. But why put yourself in that position? Now you got to go down as the nigga that's right now. We don't know how it's gonna turn out. They might not find nothing. For his sake, they don't find nothing. I mean, it's 27 years old, but you done already put the spotlight back on yourself. And they looking for anything to put another nigga in that cage. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming. The moral of today is stay on your pivot.